गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन, वेलकम टू आवर मॉर्निंग शो टीइंग ऑफ विद रेवस्पोर्ट्स। आज भी बहुत सारा न्यूज लेके हम आ चुके हैं। तो स्टार्ट ऑफ विद टुडेस शो। द फर्स्ट स्टोरी फॉर टुडे इज वुमेन्स प्रीमियर लीग का ऑक्शन का डेट आ चुका है एंड द पूल इज क्रिएटेड। 4th मार्च से लेके 26 मार्च तक टूर्नामेंट चलेगा विद 22 मैचेस, all to be played in Mumbai Brabourne Stadium and DY Patil Stadium. And the auction is on 13th February on at Geo World Convention Center, जहाँ पे 1525 players originally registered, and out of these 1525 players, a pool of 409 players have been created who will go under the hammer. Uh, from these 409 players, 246 are Indians and 163 are overseas, with 8 players from the associate nations. From these 409 players, 202 players are capped and 109 players are uncapped, and obviously the players from the associate nations, 8. 24 players have gone with the base price of 50 lakhs. With from these 24 players, 10 are Indian and 14 overseas. Some of the Indian players with 50 lakhs base price are Harmanpreet Kaur, Renuka Singh, Smriti Mandhana, Pooja Vastrakar, Deepti Sharma, Jemima Rodriguez, Shefali Verma, and more. बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग टूर्नामेंट होने वाला, एक हिस्टोरिकल मोमेंट होगा वुमेन्स क्रिकेट के लिए। सॉरी, we remember the first IPL auction and we will be witnessing the first Women's Premier League auction on 30th February. Coming to more women's cricket, India versus Bangladesh women's warm-up match आज है। The last warm-up match ahead of the T20 World Cup South Africa में जो होने वाला है 10th February से। We have our senior correspondent Shubhan Chakravarti in South Africa, जहाँ से वो बहुत सारे updates भी देगा। And last match, warm-up match में India lost to Australia by 44 runs, जहाँ पे दीप्ति शर्मा was the highest run scorer with 19 runs not out. आज मैच होने वाला है 6 p.m. Indian time. Coming to the Border Gavaskar Trophy, the Indian team management is not happy with the pitch provided at the VCA. Head coach Rahul Dravid, captain Rohit Sharma ने भी बोला था कि they are not happy. इसके ऊपर एक detailed story आने वाला है आज, जरूर आप देखना। From Nagpur, our senior correspondent Devashish Sen, through Mukhopadhyay are there. They have explained the situation. बहुत ही interesting and detailed story आने वाला है आज इस pitch controversy को लेके, जरूर देखना वो वाला। And the next one, Mohammad Siraj and Shubman Gill, they have been nominated for the ICC Player of the Month for January, along with Mohammad Siraj and Shubman Gill. The New Zealand opener Devon Conway has also been nominated. Shubman Gill, Mohammad Siraj, they both had great season, great time in January. Gill with 70 runs, 116 versus Sri Lanka in the ODI series. उसके बाद न्यूजीलैंड के साथ फर्स्ट ODI जो हुआ हैदराबाद में, that 208 knock from 149 balls. What a knock it was. With and 200 तक वो पहुंचा with 3 back-to-back sixes from Lockie Ferguson. एंड उसके बाद जो इंडिया वाला लो स्कोरिंग मैच था उसमें भी गिल का 40 रन्स नॉट आउट था। उसके बाद अगेन अ सेंचुरी, 112 in the third ODI. Coming to Mohammad Siraj, he also had a great month. He has been ranked the ODI rank 1 player from ICC. He was the highest wicket taker in the ODI series versus Sri Lanka. 2 for 30, 3 for 30 and 4 for 32. उसके बाद न्यूजीलैंड सीरीज आया 4 for 46 in the first ODI. उसके बाद 6 overs, 1 maiden, 1 wicket and 10 runs in the second one. So these two players has been nominated for the ICC Player of the Month January, and we will keep you updated on this. उसके बाद आता है रणजी। आज रणजी सेमीफाइनल शुरू होने वाला है। रणजी सेमीफाइनल शुरू होने वाला है मध्य प्रदेश और बंगाल के बीच, एंड कर्नाटका एंड सौराष्ट्र। उसके ऊपर भी हम लोग अपडेट्स देते रहेंगे। And senior women's final Johor Wahe Railways champion. And good news for the Gujarat team from Women's Premier League. Nusin Al Khadir, the head coach, is yet to lose a trophy as a coach. So the Gujarat fans will be happy. And we have an update from Nagpur that Devashish Sen is available to join. So I will request Devashish Sen to join, please.
Hi
Good
Rohan.
morning, Mama. Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning. Can you hear
Good
me?
morning. Yes, Mama. Yes, looking good.
Fantastic. Good, good.
So what's the update, Mama, from Nagpur?
Yeah, Rohan, the Indian team is about to start their training. They are going to start the training from 9:30 a.m. But obviously, the big debate is to who will be batting at number five. That's the main focus. That's the main speculation whether it's going to be Shubman Gill or whether it's going to be Surya Kumar Yadav because as far the wicket is concerned, it's going to be a turning track. There was a lot of drama, I would say, surrounding the wicket yesterday
Exactly.
with the head coach Rahul Dravid, captain Rohit Sharma having a long discussion with the BCCI chief curator Tapo Strategy. Even the
Yes.
Australian members also they had a long time looking at the wicket, observing the wicket. So it's going to be tricky whether it's going to match whether the match is going to last for 3 days, 4 days. You never know because Nagpur has the history of a shortened test match, and we know. And and coming back to the strip here at the VCS Stadium, 1 month back, Gujarat bundled out. Gujarat were bundled out for 54, chasing 72 runs to win, and 10 out of 9 wickets were taken by the spinner, a left-arm spinner from Vidarbha. He took 9 wickets, so that speaks volumes that how the wicket's going to behave, and it has that history of producing ranked turners. So not going to be any different this time round. As far as the Indian team is concerned, Rohan, I think KL Rahul maybe open the batting, but ideally for India, Shubman Gill, who looked the batter in form, he should have opened the batting. But KL Rahul was asked in the press conference yesterday if he is asked to bat in the middle order, will he be willing to? To which he replied that yes, he is always willing to do whatever the team wants from him. So that's but then the biggest bone of contention will be who's going to be bat at the middle order, whether it's going to be Surya Kumar Yadav, whether he's going to make his test
Yes.
debut, or it's going to be Shubman Gill. As far as the bowling is concerned, I think there is no two doubts about it that India is go, going to go in with three spinners in Jadeja,
Yes.
Ashwin, and Akshar, um, and the two seamers will be Siraj and Shami. Rohan.
So as you said of left arm spinner, so don't you think Kuldeep will get a chance?
No, the only advantage for Akshar is that he's a decent batter. That's
Yeah.
because he can give you those runs. Those runs can be handy in lower down the order. So that's the reason that and Akshar, you know that on these ranked turners, he can just rip through the batting lineup.
Exactly.
And he can bamboozle the batting, which is spin bowling. So that I think that, Akshar Patel definitely has an edge over Kuldeep. Rohan.
Okay. And Mama, yesterday you were in the Australia training session. So any updates from there?
Yeah, the biggest update from Australian training session is that Steve Smith did mention that he's and he don't think that Cameron Green will be available for this test match. So that's another setback for Australia. They are already lost Josh Hazlewood with injury. Mitchell Stark is not available now. If you don't have Cameron
Exactly.
Green as well, so that will be another setback for the Australian team. But if Cameron Green does not make it to the playing 11, if it doesn't play, then obviously it will be between Peter Hanscom or Matt Renshaw. I think the Peter Hanscom does have a better chance to play at number 6 because the number 1 to 5 is almost settled for the Australian team with Usman Khawaja and David Warner opening the batting, followed by Manas Labuschagne, followed by Steve Smith.
Okay.
Then you have Travis Head. Travis Head, and also if Cameron Green doesn't play, Travis Head can bowl. He does bowl for Australia regularly. He comes in as a spinner. So And Australia might also be influenced to go in with two spinners in Nathan Lyon and Ashton Agar. Obviously, there are some talks that Todd Murphy might be included in the playing 11. Let's see. We have to watch for today's practice session. Hopefully, um, mm, the captain of Australia, Pat Cummins, he might be declaring the playing 11 because that's
Exactly.
what the normally is the case with the Australian team. They declare the playing 11 before the test match, but this is a completely different scenario because that a lot will depend on the morning of the test match, depending on the wicket that both the teams will announce their playing 11. Rohan.
So, do you think winning that toss will be very important for both the teams?
Absolutely, absolutely. Spot on you are because winning the toss is going to be very important. Whoever wins the toss would definitely, ideally, love to bat first because if you bat first and score 300 plus score, it automatically puts pressure on the team
Exactly.
batting second, and that's not going to be easy on this track because with the passage of play, that wickets will break down. There will be more cracks, and the spinners will come handy. I won't be surprised if you ask me if the ball starts turning from day one, and which is the case normally here in Nagpur. So win the toss, bat first, put a total on the board. Match is almost done and dusted.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you. We will be hoping
Thank you,
for more
Rohan. Thank
updates
you very
from
much.
you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. And that you heard from Devashish Sen from Nagpur. And coming to our backstage with Boria, कल आपने देखा मार्कस स्टॉइनिस का एपिसोड बहुत ही लंबा इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्वर्सेशन रहा विराट कोहली के ऊपर. He has said Virat Kohli as one of the best players ever, but they will be prepared for Virat Kohli. And आज एक और सरप्राइज आने वाला है from a very experienced coach who has coached the Indian team also. Uh, I would say about him, but let's see the video first of the promo.
Greg, I was reading your comments on Virat over the weekend. Virat in form. I mean, he's back to form since the World T20. How important at the stage of his career that he is? Obviously the last 3 years haven't gone too well for him. How important is this for Virat Kohli, the batter? And how important is it for Australia to be able to stop Virat Kohli? If you were the coach at this point in time, what's the game plan against someone like Virat Kohli?
Well, the bowlers have to be on the top of their game. Virat is a good player, a very good player. He is back in form. I think he has a special place for Australia in his reckoning of Test cricket, and a special place for beating Australia. I think that's he sees that as the biggest challenge in world cricket, and he will want to do well. If I was sitting in the Australian dressing room, would definitely be talking about plans to stop him from scoring big scores, make it very hard for him to get any momentum. So bowling well, setting good fields is going to be very important. I think if Australia can stop Virat, they'll go a long way towards winning this series. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't other good batsmen in this Indian side. We know there are, and they've done well against Australia before. So that's, it's not the be-all and end-all, but I think Virat is the key. If he struggles to score runs, then Australia will be in the contest at every turn. If he makes runs, I think India wins the series comfortably.
And that you heard from Greg Chappell saying about Virat Kohli and more. Do watch this episode. And an update from Ranji. Bengal won the toss and elected to bat. So we will keep you updated as the things go. And coming to Greg Chappell, today's special episode in Backstage with Boria, 12 p.m. से शुरू होने वाला है. The first episode to go on 12 noon. Greg Chappell today. So that's all from the cricket side, and we move on to world football. So world football का एक update है 2030 FIFA World Cup. Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, and Chile have submitted a joint bid to host the 2030 World Cup. So 2030 World Cup will be a special one because 100 years, centenary year of FIFA World Cup. 1930 में शुरू हुआ था उरुग्वे में, फाइनल हुआ था उरुग्वे एंड अर्जेंटीना के बीच. So Uruguay, Argentina, Paraguay and Chile have submitted a joint bid to host the 2030 FIFA World Cup, from where it all started back 100 years back. And coming to the SAF Under 20 Championship, India started well in the campaign with a 12-0 victory versus Bhutan. Uske baad 0-0 draw versus Bangladesh, and yesterday they lost 3-1 versus Nepal. So that's a disappointing result. And our schedule for today, Revsportz आज क्या क्या करने वाला है. So as we said, एक नागपुर टेस्ट पिच को लेके एक अपडेट आने वाला है, वेरी डिटेल्ड एनालिसिस फ्रॉम देवाशीष सेन, वो जरूर देखना. उसके बाद ग्रेग चैपल का एपिसोड ऑन बैकस्टेज विद बोरिया, हमारा जो एक्सक्लूसिव शो है, दैट विल बी आउट टुडे. एंड उसके बाद और भी अपडेट्स आने वाला है फ्रॉम साउथ अफ्रीका फॉर द वुमेन्स T20 वर्ल्ड कप. सो एंड उसके बाद do follow our website for the articles that we publish. बहुत ही interesting articles होता है. And that's all for now. We will be back tomorrow, so don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and do visit our website. See you tomorrow. Thank you.